brightest half hour in television. The dependable Dodge Plymouth dealer in your neighborhood. The man to see for that elegant new 54 Dodge presents Danny Thomas. And Jean Hagen as his wife. And Sherry Jackson and Rusty Hamer as their children. Make room for Daddy.
Benny, what do you mean you're going to the races? We're opening tomorrow night. We got to rehearse a song. And that third routine is from hunger. It needs jokes. You get Artie and come up here as soon as you can. All right, goodbye.
Danny,
What?
which one do you think I ought to wear tomorrow night?
Gee, honey, I don't know.
Well, if it's that hard to make up your mind, I guess I better buy a new one.
I like that one.
I don't think so. Better get a new one.
Honey, this one was beautiful. You'll love it. Oh, so gorgeous.
Oh, all right.
At least I saved some money.
Oh, listen, there's one more thing.
What?
Tomorrow's your opening, and it's a maid's day off. Who are we going to get to sit with the kids?
Your mother, who else?
Don't you think we've been asking her a little too often lately?
Honey, sitting with the kids is Julie's only pleasure in life. Would you deny her that? Would you take it away from her? No. I mean, would you take Trigger away from Roy Rogers?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You guess I'm right. I know I'm right. That's all you'd have to do is call your mother up and tell her you don't want her to sit with the kid. Why, it'd break her heart. I'll call her on the phone.
Okay.
Of course, you've heard about Danny's opening tomorrow night.
Oh, yes, I was reading about it. I'll bet you'll be sitting at a ringside table, proud as a peacock.
Oh, sure. Danny couldn't open a nightclub without me. I start the laugh. I haven't heard from him yet. Oh, but I will, I'm sure.
Oh, it must be wonderful having a son-in-law who's a famous entertainer. My daughter had to marry an undertaker. A heck of a lot of fun going to his openings. Oh, dear, I've always wished that
Excuse me.
me.
Hello?
Hello, Mom. This is your ever-loving Danny boy. Listen, sweetheart, you know about the opening tomorrow night?
Yes, it's Danny about the opening. Yes, Danny, would you want to pick me up?
Well, look, Mom, we'll be in kind of a rush. Could you take a taxi over here?
Oh, sure, Danny, sure. Oh, I'm going to have a wonderful time.
Yeah, you always do when you sit with the kids. About 7:30? Mom, you still there?
Oh, yes, I'm still here. I'll be there at 7:30, Danny, to sit with the kids. Goodbye.
You're not going to the opening, huh?
Oh, no. No, I'm sitting with the children.
If you ask me, Julia, they're taking advantage of you. My daughter and son-in-law would never take advantage of me like that. I own their home.
Oh, Margaret and Danny don't intend to take advantage of me. It's just that they forget occasionally. They feel like all young people. When a mother-in-law's past 60, her life's over.
My son-in-law thinks that everyone's living on borrowed time. The other day, I caught him measuring me.
They don't seem to realize that we have other interests. Theaters, parties, nightclubs.
And men.
Show me a rose, and I'll show you a girl who cares. Show me a rose, or leave me alone. Show me a rose, I'll show you a stag at bay. Show me a rose, or leave me alone. One night in Bixby, Pennsylvania, watching the clouds roll by, I said, "My dear, how are you?" And she whispered, "So am I." Show me a rose, and I'll show you a girl named Sam.
Sam?
Play, will you? Show me a rose, or leave me alone. The song will be great. Just a couple of jokes, and we got a good routine. Now, you work on the arrangement, and everything is going to be all right. Listen, Artie, you got something? Artie? Artie? Artie! I said if you got something. Wait a minute, will you? Please. I'm still thinking. I pay you to write, not to think, so stop thinking and start writing.
I've got an idea.
Good.
Oh, Danny,
What,
Doc
honey?
just called. He said you made an appointment for a massage.
Oh, no.
I told him you were too busy.
Good.
He'll be right up.
What?
Get this gag for a finish. It'll get you a big laugh.
Huh?
I'll put on a lady's hat and sing the second chorus in falsetto, like this. He taught me how to do the tango, down where the palm trees swayed. I called a rose a mio, she called a spade a spade.
How does that get me a laugh?
How? I throw a pie in your face.
Do me a favor, stick to the piano, let Artie write the jokes. Look, Artie, what I need here... He's still thinking. What, honey?
Can I please go to your opening tomorrow night?
Love, you're too young to go to a nightclub opening.
When it comes to a nightclub, I'm too young. But when it comes to helping you jack up your car for the winter, I'm old enough. Daddy, I got a joke for you.
Rusty, do me a favor, go play with your sister. Don't bother me now, huh? Artie.
Wait a minute, Danny. Wait a minute. This is it. Oh, brother. Wait a minute. Danny, this is it. Read it.
The junk man's horse kicked my mother-in-law. He wanted to settle for $50. I gave him $100. So this year ate up a whole can of peanuts. Put them back. Put them back! Now cut it out, will you? I need 4 stock mother-in-law jokes, Artie. Cut it out. Be a big routine. Now, come on. Listen, Benny. About this other song. I've been robbed. Gus, what are you doing here?
You got an appointment with me at 3:15? It's 3:15. Get on the table.
But I'm busy.
Oh, I'm busy, too. 4 o'clock, I gotta be slapping Ray Bolger. Come on.
Now, take it easy, because I got a bum shoulder.
All right.
Daddy, this joke will kill the people.
All right, Rusty, tell it to Artie. Maybe it'll kill him.
Danny, you looking for jokes? Listen, this one I made up for you, special $10. Get this now. Benny says to you, he says, suppose all the men were on an island, see? And suppose all the women in the world were on another island. What would the men do? And then you say,
Build boats.
yeah, build boats.
Ow! Hey, watch out.
But, Daddy, my joke is a yakkaroo.
Everybody be quiet. Artie, Benny, quiet. Rusty's got a joke. Go ahead, son. Tell him, joke.
What has 4 legs, catches mice, and wears glasses?
I don't know, Mr. Bones. What has 4 legs, catches mice, and wears glasses?
A cat.
Cat doesn't wear glasses.
I know. I put that in to make it harder.
Artie, get up. Let him sit at the typewriter.
Which hat should I wear?
I don't know. I think...
This one or this one?
What?
I kind of like this one.
I like the other one. Well, that feels great, Gus.
Hello?
It's fine.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, all right, I'll tell him. Yeah. Honey, that was Mac. He wants to know if 10:30's all right for the benefit tonight.
The benefit? Tonight? Oh, I forgot. Artie, why didn't you remind me? Benefit. What am I gonna do? Just cut it out! You and your corny jokes. You gotta go with me and play the piano.
Me?
Yeah, Benny's working tonight. He can't go.
Gee, I'll just have time to get my hair fixed. Oh, my gosh.
What?
The children. Who's going to sit tonight?
Your mother. Who else?
Oh, Bunny, but she's sitting tomorrow night for the opening, and I told the maid she could leave right after dinner. Oh, I better tell her she has to stay.
Wait a minute. Call your mother. We don't want to lose our maid.
Yeah. Hello, Sandy? Sandy, get me Murray Hill 32009, please.
Honey, you seem to forget when we asked Mom to sit with the kids, we're actually doing her a favor. I'm surprised that she's your mother, and I got to think about her all the time.
Hello, Ma?
Let me tell her. Hello, sweetheart. You ever-loving Danny boy. Listen, baby, I got great news for you. Yeah, you can sit with the kids tonight, too.
You don't know me, but I know something about you. When you make a purchase today, you like to see what you get for what you pay. And certainly when you buy a new car, you want to see what you get for what you pay. Let's take a look at some of the features and advantages Dodge brings you at no extra cost. Features you'd pay extra for in most other makes, like safety rim wheels that take the danger out of blowouts. Yours at no extra cost in Dodge. It's worth a lot more to have the safer, surer stopping power of Dodge Safeguard hydraulic brakes with 2 control cylinders instead of the usual 1. There's not a penny extra charge in Dodge. Electric windshield wipers that never vary, never slow down or stop when you step on the gas. Another Dodge feature. Yours at no extra cost in Dodge. Then here's the record-breaking, economy-winning Red Ram V8 engine. The first engine in the industry to combine flashing performance with top economy. This saving on gas means more to you for what you pay. It's another extra value feature of every Dodge V8 car. You'd be glad to pay extra for the safer, smoother ride, the greater control that only Oriflow shock absorbers can provide. They add extra value to Dodge at no extra cost. There are a lot more features which are standard equipment. Foam rubber seat cushions, rivetless brake lining for double wear, independent parking brake system for extra safety, deluxe wheel covers, and a longer-lasting finish of gleaming baked enamel. Inside and out, in chassis, engine, and body, Dodge brings you features that would cost you extra on other cars. They're yours at no extra cost in Dodge. See what you get for what you pay. You'll see why Dodge is such a wonderful buy. A bigger value for the money.
Artie, I'm going to be late for that benefit. Aren't you finished with those mother-in-law jokes yet?
Wait a minute. Artie? Artie has got it for you. Artie boy has it for you, Danny. Here it is.
What's the definition of a real pleasure trip? Taking your mother-in-law home.
Huh?
That ain't bad, but if you could get a one-liner that would describe a mother-in-law.
The Gestapo and Bloomers.
Hey, that's a good one, boy.
Hey, who is that?
That's my mother-in-law. I should buy all my material from her.
Oh, don't be... Listen, Danny, don't worry about a thing. You have enough material for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you get stuck for tomorrow, call me anytime you want it. And if the telephone don't answer, hang up. Look, Danny.
Yeah.
You know what I work for?
Sure. See. Thanks, Artie. It's nice of you to stay up. Thanks.
All set to go, darling.
My, Mrs. Williams. How lovely you look.
Well, thank you, Mr. Williams.
Honey, the next time you show me a gown, never show it to me on a hanger.
Chuck, I bet you tell that to all the girls.
Dig that crazy perfume. Madam, it's a pleasure to inhale you.
Mr. Williams, please, the children. Good night, Mom.
Good night, dear. Now, don't worry.
I won't. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, darling. Be good.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, son. Take care. Be good.
We will.
Good night, Mom.
Good night. You see the look on her face?
And you didn't want her to stay with the kids.
Yeah.
You know something, honey?
What?
Even on nights when we've got no place to go, we ought to just take a walk in the park so Mother could enjoy sitting with the kids.
Look, Smitty, look. Here's a picture of your grandfather and me when we first started in vaudeville. We were billed as Harry and Julia Summers. Well, look. Here's our first notice in Variety. The comedy relief on the bill at Pitkin's Theater this week is Fink's Mules. Also on the bill were Harry and Julia Summers.
The notice is more about the mules than about you and Grandpa.
I've always had a suspicion a mule wrote it. Look. Here we are 10 years later when we played the Palace. Then we were a big hit.
Grandma, what's this?
That? Oh. That was the highest award an actor could receive. Of course, we'd got it a long time ago. I can hear the words of George M. Cohan as he presented it to us. He said, "An actor that receives this award will never be forgotten."
Why aren't you still on the stage, Grandma?
Well, when your grandfather died, the act died. And I became a babysitter.
Why don't you act alone?
Oh, I've been off the stage too long, dear. It isn't easy to start again when you've been forgotten.
Don't feel bad. I bet they forgot the mules, too. Are you going to Daddy's opening tomorrow night, Grandma?
No.
Why?
Because I'd rather be with you children.
Oh, Grandma, do the act you used to do with Grandpa.
Oh,
come
no,
on,
I
please.
couldn't, dear.
Huh?
Well, all right. Now, sit down. And I'll tell you a story. There was a big theater, and the lights would dim down. Then a spotlight would catch me in the center of the stage, and I would sing, "I saw your eyes, your wonderful eyes, with love, light, and tenderness gleaming, and love had come to me, I know, your eyes have told me so." And then your grandfather would enter, dressed in a straw hat, a blazer, white trousers, and a cane. He'd tip his hat to me and say, "Pardon me, cutie, you look familiar. I've seen that face before." And I'd say, "Naturally, I never go anywhere without it." And then he would say, "Oh, pardon me, I've made a mistake." And I'd say, "Oh, no, you haven't, big boy." And then he'd say to the orchestra, "Oh, well, in that case, Professor, take us down Moonlight Bay." And then we'd sing together. We were strolling along on the Moonlight Bay.
What's the matter, Grandma?
Nothing, dear, nothing.
Well, wasn't there any more?
Oh, yes. Yes, there was a lot more.
Then do more.
Grandma's tired tonight. What would you say to a cup of hot chocolate, huh? Come on.
Good.
Come on, here we go.
How about that, huh?
Oh, gee, honey, what a wonderful evening. Everybody was there.
Gosh, every star in show business. And how about that me getting a chance to introduce Bernard Baruch and Governor Dewey? Isn't that something? Me hobnobbing with people like that. Me who all the kids on Myrtle Avenue used to call Stinky Williams. Pretty wonderful.
What on earth?
Hey, what's the idea?
Rusty? Terry?
Oh, Mommy.
Where's Grandma?
Oh, we put her to sleep.
You put her to sleep.
Yeah, where Grandma's sitting.
Well, that's no excuse for you to be up.
Well, we've been waiting to have a man-to-man talk with you and Mother.
Oh, honey, can't that wait until morning?
No. So sit down.
We're raising a regular Humphrey Bogart.
It's about Grandma. She's not happy.
Oh, Terry.
It's true. She doesn't have any fun.
Oh, she does so. Her fun is being with you children.
Some fun. When you're with Rusty 15 minutes, you say he makes you nervous. And I can do it, too.
Look, Grandma loves to sit with you. What else would she do with her time?
Well, sing and dance like she did when she won the award.
The award?
Oh, honey, that was a long time ago.
But the award says that she'd never be forgotten. Golly, You should have heard her sing tonight. She sounded wonderful. Better than you.
You mean Grandma sang for you tonight?
Yes, and she told us all about the act she did with Grandpa. I bet you never acted with mules.
I tell you what. You kids run off to bed.
Yeah, and don't worry any more about Grandma.
Yeah, we'll take care of everything, I promise. Okay?
Okay.
All right, son.
Okay.
Good night, girl.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, son.
Good night.
Good night, Mommy.
Good night,
Mommy.
sweetheart.
Shh, be quiet now. Don't wake Grandma up. Well, we take the prize for the world's biggest dopes. One bright and guiding light that taught me wrong from right I found in my mother's eyes. Will someone tell me, please, what happens to Mother, the absolute essence of simplicity, the mistress and queen of the household, the lady whose throne is a rocking chair? What happens to this woman the minute she becomes a mother-in-law? By way of vindication, and at the risk of offending the comic belt of the world, I'm going to have to say a few kind things about a mother-in-law. However, I'm sure I'll be forgiven when you discover that this mother-in-law happens to be my own. I'd like you to meet this lovely lady with whom I have very much in common. We both share the same love, not only for her daughter, but for show business. I'm sure many of you have read the name of that great old vaudeville act, Harry and Julia Summers. And I'm very thrilled and happy to present to you a member of that great old team. Ladies and gentlemen, my mother-in-law, Julia Summers.
Come on now, let him take a good look at you. Now that we got her out of here, what do you say we make her sing?
No.
Huh? Moonlight Babe, you're on your own, sweetheart. Oh, sure, you'll love it. Sing it pretty.
We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. You could hear the voices singing. They seemed to say, "You have stolen my heart, so don't go away." As we sang our old sweet song on Moonlight Bay, we were sailing along.
Excuse me, cutie. You look rather familiar. Haven't I seen that face somewhere before?
Oh, Danny.
I said, excuse me, cutie. You look familiar. Haven't I seen that face somewhere before?
Naturally, I never go anywhere without it.
I beg your pardon. I think I've made a mistake.
Oh, no, you haven't, big boy.
Well, in that case, Professor, take us down Moonlight Bay. We were sailing along down Moonlight Bay.
Say, Danny,
Yes, Julia?
was I the first partner you ever had?
Oh, no, Julia. The first partner I had was a girl named Suzette.
Suzette.
Yes. Only the other day, she backed into an electric fan.
She backed into an electric fan. What
Mhm.
happened?
Crepe Suzette. We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay.
Say, Danny,
Yes, Julia?
who was that girl I saw you winking at last night?
I wasn't winking. Something got in my eye.
She got in your car, too.
Here now.
We were sailing along on a moonlight bay.
Say, Julia,
Yes, Danny?
you think kissing is unhealthy?
I don't know, Danny. I've never...
You've never been kissed?
I've never been sick.
You have stolen my heart, so don't go away. As we sang love's old sweet song on a moonlight day.
Friends, smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's taste better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother.
Lucky's taste better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. For Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, richer tasting fine tobacco.
Lucky's taste better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Lucky Strike, Lucky Strike.
Sure, Lucky's taste better. Everybody knows Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Fine, light, mild tobacco that just naturally tastes better. And Lucky's are made better. They're round and firm and fully packed to draw freely and smoke evenly. With fine tobacco in a better-made cigarette, golly, you're just bound to get better taste. Smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste, you know. And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's taste better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Lucky Strike, Lucky Strike.
Honey, if we're going to theater with your mother, you better hurry. What time did you tell that nurse to get here?
She'll be here any minute.
Any minute. We're late now.
Children, now remember what I told you. Miss Deering is coming tonight, and she's new, so please cooperate, will you?
Mother,
Hi, Danny.
We were just going to get you.
Oh, I changed my mind. I came to sit with the kids.
What?
Oh, dear. We've got a nurse for that.
No, not anymore. I met her downstairs and paid her off and sent her home. Do you think I'd let a stranger sit with those children?
Oh, darling.
Hi, Grandma.
Hello, sweet.
Mother, we thought that...
Yes, I know what you thought. But I've had my moment in the spotlight, and it'll last for a long, long time. Well, for a while, anyway. Come on, kids, go to bed now. Go to bed. I'm going to tell you how your grandmother made a big hit in a nightclub last night. Oh, yes, there was a newcomer there, too. Some young fellow. I think he'll get by. What was his name? Oh, yes, Danny Williams.
Friends, if you're thinking of buying a good used car, look for this sign of top quality at your Dodge dealers. That sign, my friends, means a guaranteed, dependable, good used car. Drop in and see your Dodge dealer. Back next week for Lucky Strike. Until then, good night.